Once there was a big monastery where lived 500 scholars. They were all practicing the path of self-remembering under their master. One day, a man went to the monastery to become a disciple. Master accepted him as a disciple, but because he was a simple, uneducated man from the village, Master gave him the job of tending to the gardens. The monastery garden was vast. Poor man used to wake up before sunrise and would work late into the night doing his work of tending the gardens. He had no time left to attend sermons, prayers, or read scripture, or listen to wise talks. All scholars at the monastery were great scholars and were known all over the country. Poor man continued just tending to the gardens, doing nothing else. In all these years, he even forgot to count years, days, dates, and even became suspicious of his own name because for 20 years, nobody had said his name or called him by his name. For the whole 20 years, he was doing only one small thing, tending to the gardens for the monastery. One day, Master of the monastery declared that his time to depart from the body had come. It was time for him to choose his successor. He said, "Anybody who thinks that he has succeeded in self-remembering should write on the wall of my hut an insight which shows he had seen the truth." Some scholars wrote, but no one had signed. None of them had the courage to sign his name out of fear that what if the master wouldn't like it? This went on for days. Daily Master would erase the message saying, "Find out the idiot who spoiled my wall." One day, Master erased the message and said, "None of you has come to the point of self-remembering. You all have been feeding your ego in the name of self. I reminded you again and again, but having a big ego is joy. Now I will have to find the person myself." In the middle of the night, Master went to the man who had been tending to the gardens for 20 years. For 20 years, the Master had not seen him. Master woke him up, because in 20 years, he had just seen him once for a few seconds when he was initiated. The man asked the Master, "Who are you? Why are you disturbing my sleep?" The Master said, "I am your master. Have you forgotten? What's your name?" The man replied, "This is difficult. The work you've given me is such that it needs no name, no fame, no austerities. It is so simple that I have forgotten everything. I don't remember my name. A few names come to my mind, but I cannot decide which one is mine. But I am grateful to you." He touched his master's feet for blessings. Seeing his master after so long, he thought maybe there was a complaint with his work or something was wrong. He said, "Please don't change my job. I have forgotten everything, but I have also achieved everything. I know peace that I had never dreamed of, a silence that no words can express. I have known such moments of ecstasy that even if I had died here right now, I wouldn't have any complaint that life has not been fair to me. It has given me more than I was worthy of. Please don't change my job. I am doing it perfectly well. Has somebody complained about my work?" Master smiled and said, "No, nobody has complained. But still, your job has to be changed because I am choosing you as my successor." The man hesitantly replied, "But I am only a gardener. I don't know anything about being master or a disciple. Please forgive me, but I can't be your successor. I cannot handle such a big job." Master still insisted, "You have achieved what others have been trying to achieve, but have failed. You have achieved it because you are not trying. You are simply doing your work." Slowly, slowly, there was no need for thinking, emotions, anger, fight, compassion, ambition. Your ego died, and with the ego, your name died. You were not born with a name. It is the ego that is given a name that is the beginning of the ego. With the death of the ego, you even forgot your own master because it was the ego that brought you to me. You are the absolutely right person to take my hat, gloves, and spade, which I always carry with me and was given to me by my master. But remember one thing, take them and escape from this monastery as far as you can, because if you stay here, your life will be in danger. All these egoists will kill you. You are so simple, and you have become so innocent that if they ask you for the hat, the gloves, the spade, you will give them. So, simply take them and go as far as you can into the forest. Soon people will start arriving to you, just as bees start finding their way toward flowers when the flowers blossom, because you have blossomed. You need not bother about disciples. You simply remain silently in a faraway place. People will come to you. The man replied, But, I have received no teaching, and I don't know what to teach them. Master said, Just teach them to do small things, silently, peacefully, without any ambition, without any motivation to gain something in this world or in the other world, so that you can become innocent like a child. With these words, the master passed on his wisdom, tools, and the simple grace of gardening to his chosen successor. The man who had spent 20 years tending to the gardens, with hands that had touched the earth and a heart that knew the plants, became a new beacon of wisdom for all those who sought a deeper understanding of life. In his simplicity, he found profound truth, and in his humble work, he discovered the essence of existence. The monastery continued, but the truly wise knew that the spirit of the master gardener now resided in a quiet forest, in the humble hands of the gardener, who became a guide to all those seeking to cultivate, not just gardens, but their very souls.